And we are gay.
What?
We're back.
There we go.
Hey,
there we go.
We're back. We're not gay.
No, we're definitely not gay.
We're not gay.
No, we don't think about it all the time.
Nope. Not me.
No, never me either. No questioning ever.
What up, Ehsan?
Hey, Deric.
Good to have you back, brother.
Good to see you.
Good to have you back on the Spoil the Beans.
Yeah.
Man, I get excited when you're back on.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm excited.
Dude.
I'm excited. I'm going to see a new movie.
You get to see a new movie today.
I get to see a new movie today. Yeah.
You haven't been watching. You told me you haven't been watching as many new movies.
No. Oh my God, no. No. That's why we have this podcast.
I know. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot that's how this came up.
Yeah, no, I've been watching Among Us videos on YouTube. That's how I spend most of my free time this break.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, if you know, you know, baby. Shout out to Disguised Toast, baby.
That means there are people right now who are loving what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Keeping me going during this quarantine, baby.
Oh, you are a little sleazy little slut.
I don't, probably
you are.
Not. I try to be. I'm not a very good slut. I want to be, though.
Hey, before we haven't talked sports in a while. What's going on? Your Giants are winning.
Yeah, Giants
They're kicking ass.
Giants are like really good this year. They had the end of the month.
I'm talking about the New York Giants.
Yeah. Yeah, we ended the month with the best record in the MLB.
I saw that.
Yeah, which is really crazy.
And then I was watching best highlights, and you guys had some you guys were just dominating this year.
Our pitching so far is pretty dominant.
How you feeling about it so far?
I'm feeling cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
Because
not overly confident here.
No, this is not supposed to be a good team.
But this is clearly this is beyond a playoff team. Like, you guys keep playing like this. This might be a World Series contender.
If we play like this for the whole year, playoff contender, World Series contender for sure. If our lineup keeps going like that.
But at some point you slump, at least playoff contender. You can still be in the playoff contender.
It's baseball, so I know
you will slump at some point.
I also know the records in April are not necessarily indicative of what your team is.
True. But you guys look good.
Well, we look good right now. We lost the series to the Rockies. We should have won, but it's Coors Field, and that gives everyone problems.
Yeah.
So, I'm cautiously optimistic because we have a very good. I always thought that our team will be good like 2023.
Yeah.
We'll be fielding a really good team. So the fact that we're fielding a really good team now is very nice, and oh wow, we're set up to we can have a very dominant team for a decade.
Yeah. The
way things are going. So I'm very, but I'm also I don't want to get my hopes too up. They're
hopes too up.
Yeah. If we just because this is also the type of team that might just miss the playoffs, and that's not bad for this team.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and that's been Ehsan's baseball take.
Yeah. Welcome to San Francisco Giants hot take corner here on Spoil the Beans.
Yo, this is what people ask for the most. They were like, "Hey, we miss Ehsan's baseball take."
Yeah.
Ooh, and then basketball. How you feeling right now? Who are you leaning towards before we get into this episode? Who are you leaning towards? NBA playoffs are coming. We're about to hit the play-in. We're maybe 10 games away. Clippers just sweep the Lakers.
It seems like LeBron is hurt.
He is hurt. It doesn't seem like.
No, but
it doesn't seem like Ehsan.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
No, but this is what I mean. It seems like he's going to be hurt going into the playoffs.
No, he's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't talked about it, but Lakers are done. He's hurt.
Yeah.
You know how much I love LeBron.
Yeah.
But it's just like when the Warriors, when you guys got hurt and the Raptors won, it's like, oh no, they're hurt. They're going to lose. And it's like, how do you know they're going to lose? Because they're fucking hurt.
I wonder if they're slipping. I wonder if they're going to slip in. They're slipping into play-in territory.
I know.
Do you think they're gonna hold on?
Of course. Well, even if they get in the play, let's say without Anthony Davis, they'll still be in the play-in. They'll still win. They'll be fine. With Anthony Davis, they're in the play-in, and they're still that ain't no. With Anthony Davis, because he can still go off and give you 40 at any point. Don't forget it, 50 at any point, and not just 50, but 50, 25, and 10. Anthony Davis can give you those numbers at any point. Do not forget who he is. But that being said, they are a scary first-round team, and if they do make it to the second round, immediately gone in the second round without LeBron James.
Let's see what's going on. Let me look at the standings as we stand right now when we shoot it. I'm in the MLB.
They are if I'm not mistaken,
they're in the 6th seed right now. Yes, I know that. So they're in the 6th seed.
But you know who is scary? My motherfucking Grizzlies, son. Have you seen Ja lately?
Yeah, he's been on a tear.
My God.
So they're right now they have the same exact record as the 7th seed. So they would have to face Golden State Warriors
in the first round.
In the first play-in game.
On the first play-in game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great playing game. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's a great playing game.
I'm talking about without LeBron. With LeBron, you guys are done.
With LeBron, we're screwed. But without LeBron,
that's unbelievable. Anthony Davis versus Steph?
We can beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they can beat you too.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis historically has done very poorly against Steph and Draymond.
True.
He's only in his entire career, he's only won 2 games against him.
But also, big-time players step up in big-time moments, and that would be a moment for Anthony Davis to at least be like, hey, LeBron's not here, but I can at least lead this team to something.
Maybe. He's never really, truly done it by himself before.
Well, he's not all the way by himself. This Lakers team's pretty good.
Right.
They are not the Pelicans, dude. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because if Schroeder's playing, because Schroeder will be back by the time the playoff starts, you got him, you got KCP, you got Caruso, you got Montrez who's coming off the bench giving you 15 to 20 points. I mean, this is not a Pelicans team.
It's fair. That's fair. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I
know you're being biased because you're Warriors right now,
fan,
but because it's like, wait a minute, you're talking about them like they're gonna just suck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna make it far in the playoffs at all without LeBron.
I said they're not.
Yeah.
I said they're gonna beat y'all. And if there's a play in between, they have Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Their team is a little better than y'all's team. No offense. You guys would the only way y'all win is Steph Curry has to drop 50 a night.
Yeah, I think that's how confident I am. I think we beat them if we play LeBron without
now.
LeBron.
If that's I was just about to say now with even an unhealthy LeBron, y'all lose. Even LeBron in the game, just 20 points.
Just the idea of LeBron being on the court, and then
it changes the whole flow of the whole game.
And then we get bounced by Phoenix in the first round.
That's
what we'd play.
I think you guys could beat Phoenix, upset Phoenix.
You think we can upset Phoenix?
I think Phoenix is gonna get upset. One of those teams is gonna get upset, bro. That's how life works.
I don't think
the Jazz or Phoenix. One
I
of them getting upset.
I don't think Phoenix is gonna get upset by the Warriors.
Upset.
I think the Warriors are gonna spend whatever energy they truly have on that first play-in game to get in the playoffs.
Who's getting upset, bro? One of these young teams is not gonna show.
Jazz.
They're getting bounced by the. If it's the Grizzlies, they're fucked.
I mean, who no one has faith in the Jazz. Where I think this is like CP3's last go. So I don't think he goes out first round.
You think Phoenix will make it to the Western Conference at least? Clippers are scary. Clippers are healthy. They're scary.
I'm going to say they can. I think Phoenix has a shot.
What about the Clips?
Clips have a shot. Clips have the shot of winning the West. I mean, that's who I'd have winning the West right now.
The East, how you feel? Let's make our judgments now.
I think you're going to see a Clippers-Brooklyn finals, and I think Clippers are going to win.
Okay, and that's even with an unhealthy Brooklyn. That's like without a fully healthy Brooklyn?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Brooklyn needs at least 2 stars. If 2 stars are out, Brooklyn goes down. If Brooklyn has at least 2 stars,
I think
Brooklyn.
I think Brooklyn will have 2 stars for the playoffs.
No, they have KD and Kyrie and James. They're saying James might be back.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
But I'm saying now, if KD or Kyrie goes down in the playoff run, they're done.
Yeah, this was at the beginning of the season. This was my diagnosis for the Brooklyn team. This was even before Harden, so maybe I should have changed it. But my diagnosis was they're gonna win. They're gonna lose in the finals this year, lose in the Eastern Conference Finals next year, and then the team is gonna blow up.
Okay. What if they're healthy? They're they're KD and Kyrie stay healthy through the playoffs, and then James comes back in the playoffs.
I think at some point in the playoffs, ego ball is gonna take over.
From who?
Well, the reason why the Brooklyn was so scary was that Harden wasn't playing ego ball. Harden was actually moving the ball around.
I think if they're healthy, that's the team. Other than the Lakers, a fully healthy Lakers, I don't know who would beat them.
I think at a certain point something's gonna happen, and they're gonna revert to old bad habits. I think so.
Do you think? So you think the Clippers can win it all?
I think the Clippers can win it all.
Because you don't have any. How much faith do you have in PG-13?
I don't have faith in any of these teams right now. All the way. This is the team.
Some are just Lakers
everyone's
is
too
injured.
Yeah.
The Nets is injury.
Jazz and Phoenix are just young.
Milwaukee, I just have no faith in.
No, Milwaukee, they're gonna do the same thing they do every year, where it's like Giannis is gonna try to do everything and he just can't do everything.
Sixers, I don't have any faith in.
They're the 1 seed. Why do you have no faith in them?
Because they always choke.
Fair. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. It feels like, I think I told you a while ago that these Sixers are going to be like the Thunder of old, where they're just get really far but never really going to make it.
Yeah. No, the team that's going to come out of the East is going to be the Knicks.
Oh, God.
You know it. You already know it. You know it's true. They're a 4 seed right now.
That would be crazy. But, I mean, they fall into the same category as a Phoenix and Utah, just a young team that doesn't really have any playoff experience.
That's why I said they're going to.
Well, Utah has playoff experience. I shouldn't say that.
No, they're not going to win. They're going to make it to the final. They're going to upset everybody in the East. They're playing lights out right now.
They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're hot. The Denver, Dallas are also 8-2.
Also, have you watched the Knicks play it? They saw it all this season.
I watched them play a couple games. They
play great team ball.
They look good.
They're not playing star ball. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's a scary team, man. A team that's playing team ball. That's a scary team. The Nuggets, I would have definitely been my favorite if Jamal Murray didn't get hurt.
Yeah, I mean they can only make it so far without him, I think. But they've been playing great the last 10 games.
No. The Nuggets are still going to make it to the out of the first round and then maybe the second or third.
You think
it's just with Jamal Murray, they'd have been a first.
It would be right now if it started it'd be Nuggets, Mavericks first round.
Yeah, Nuggets can get the Mavericks without Jamal Murray.
You think so?
Joker's scary, dude. Joker's that motherfucker.
Fair. They're both the three.
It'd be a great series.
The 3 hottest teams in the NBA right now are the Knicks, Nuggets, Mavericks. So the 3 hottest teams.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that was our ad for the NBA. They paid for that.
Yeah.
Oh, son. Hey, bud. It's so good to have you back. And since you've been gone. Since you've been gone, I can't breathe for the first time. No, yeah. Thanks to you, no, I can't. What I want.
Since you've been gone. Yeah.
So since you've been gone, people have been doing a new thing where they buy an episode.
Right.
Where they buy an episode and they decide what the episode is.
Right.
My favorite part about this is this started after you left.
Right.
So you get none of this money.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's awesome. That feels so good.
Yeah.
That feels so good.
I love that,
especially everything that I put into this.
You put in 167 episodes of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And now we make money off of it. And a good amount.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I don't see any of that.
You don't see a dime.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool.
And you're
so
still
cool.
on the podcast.
So cool.
It makes me laugh every time. But today's episode is one of those special episodes.
Okay.
Today's episode is a special brought to you by Beans, a paid for Beans by the great top beaner himself, Mr. Peyton Tidwell.
Okay.
You want to show some shout out to Peyton Tidwell?
Shout out Peyton Tidwell.
So on these kind of episodes, Ehsan, because you've never done them before.
Right.
I tell you the movie, of course.
Right.
But we are also, imagine if the camera is Peyton.
Okay.
That's what they're paying for.
Okay.
This is now Peyton's
telling me this movie. All right.
And is involved in this conversation.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So please involve Peyton as much as you can.
Okay.
Or as me and Sam like to do, question what the fuck is going on in this person's head that they needed to pay this much money to have this movie done immediately.
Fair.
You see what I mean?
Okay.
And you make fun of them as much as you want.
Okay. How much did Peyton pay for this? Is this 100 or did he pay extra for this?
Peyton paid 100. All right. No, because they're all guys. If you want to buy an episode, again, top Bean Mafia. Infidels are coming from my boy Ehsan. Just $100. You can have whatever movie you want. I do 2 a week, and you get to decide what one of those movies will be. And I'll tell it to a friend like Ehsan or someone else who has not seen it.
Right.
But the list is long. It's like at almost 30 people. We're at like 28 people now.
Okay.
All right. So it's a long list. So some people have paid extra because they're like, I'm not waiting in the line.
Okay.
Now this person, Mr. Peyton Tidwell, I'm not going to say the number because the number is ridiculous. But just know you can pay a ridiculous number and have your movie done immediately.
Okay.
Because he just bought his. He should have been the last. He should have been number 29.
Okay.
Now he's number 1.
Okay.
Because that's what America is really all about.
Fair. You pay to skip the line, baby.
Peyton Tidwell, you got some dough. You dropped some real dough for this one.
Right.
Ehsan Ahmad, I asked Sam specifically if I could do this movie for you.
Okay.
Because this movie is for you.
Okay.
This movie is almost, the connections in a Brody Stevens level way of how much this is a Ehsan Ahmad movie.
Okay.
Ehsan, can you tell me what you think happens in the film you've never seen that I'm about to spoil for you right now?
Right.
What happens in I Saw the Devil?
The fuck? I saw the devil?
I saw the devil.
Oh, Jesus. Is this a scary movie? What if this was a kid's movie?
It's straight up Pixar.
Yeah. It's like, it's really about the devil trying to find himself. And he's not like a. No, I don't think it's that. Although it would be funny if it was like a coming of age story about the devil. And it's like, you're not evil, you just do evil. It's just Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh
with the
my
devil.
God, you're not evil, you just do evil. That's pretty good.
Yeah, right? And yeah, you just come to terms with the fact that he is an angel, but he's a fallen one.
He's a fallen angel. He is an angel.
And he has to realize that he made that decision, and he learns to be okay with it, and learns to live with himself. And it's just kind of all propaganda from God. He's not as bad as, you know.
And we find out God's actually kind of an asshole.
Yeah, well, you're like, you're just the fallen angel. You're just trying to get people to realize, really, truly realize that they have free will. And God's like, no, they got to worship me because God has some, you know, control issues. And
God's weird.
Yeah. So it's not that movie. although I do like that movie. Now, I don't know. It's probably, you know, it sounds like some like serial killer shit where it's like, you know, it's about like some girl and she's like going about her day and there's like this guy that she don't notice is kind of like watching her, right? And then she kidnaps her and was like, you know, like one of those movies where like the kidnapper holds them in a like kind of like room.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she like tries to like negotiate with her, and then but he's like, oh, she sees that like, oh, he's gone, like that's the devil.
Okay.
And then she's like, what's going on? And she slowly figures out like, oh my God, he's been doing this for a long time.
Oh God.
Like this guy has been part of my life for like ever. Just
that's
in the background,
terrifying.
Like trying to like, you know, like
Ehsan, studying
me.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
I never talked to you before when you do these.
Yeah.
This is not that movie.
Okay.
This is not that movie at all. Oh my God, no. But fucking awesome.
Oh, that's the devil, right? And her.
This is a really. That's I wanted to tell you. This is a really good movie. But keep going. Not the movie I'm going to tell you. But keep going.
She's sort of able to put it together, and there's like, you know, a detective looking for her at the same time, and they're able to put it together at the same time, you know, and she's able to like play on his like, because now that she understands him, she's able to like manipulate him a little bit to escape, and then she finally escapes. She probably gets like shot a couple times, and in the escape she kills her assailant, and then she gets out and the detective finds her.
Oh, she kills the bad guy.
Yeah, she kills the bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's not a bad movie, dog.
Yeah,
you should actually write that.
It's like she finds the devil.
Yeah.
That's the devil.
Probably have to name it something else. I think they have this title.
Nah, I'll just take it.
Wait, can you use the same title in Hollywood?
I don't think you can. There's no way.
This is a big movie, so there's no way you can just use this title.
Use the title. Yeah.
But that's a good movie, dude.
Right?
You were 1% right.
Huh. Which part?
I don't know.
Was there a lady in this?
You're 1% right. And nothing else. But damn, your movie was really good.
Yeah, my movie was pretty chill.
That was really good, buddy.
I don't think it's chill, but my movie's like
no, it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
Did you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Not chill.
I think my movie would be really interesting.
It was. No, actually, I genuinely was like, oh wow, that's a smart turn. I like where your head went.
Yeah.
You want to hear the I Saw the Devil?
Yes.
You ready to have your fucking mind blown?
Yes, I'm ready to have my mind blown.
Peyton, Bean Mafia, I've never seen today's movie. I've never seen it. Peyton Tidwell, you brought this movie into my life. I'm really glad you did. I'm going to bring it into Ehsan's life.
Okay.
But I want you to know something, Peyton. Something's fucking wrong with you. Okay? Something is fucking wrong with you. He said this is one of their favorite movies. Hey, this is one of your favorite movies? Something's fucking wrong with you, Peyton. All right? Have you seen Toy Story, nigga? Like, watch something else. This is ridiculous. Ehsan, you ready?
Yes.
Well, before we start, I think we should pay the bills.
We got to pay the bills, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I got y'all hyped up, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm a fucking asshole. Ehsan.
Yep.
You like T-shirts?
I do like T-shirts.
You're wearing one.
I am wearing one.
And that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got it with Pauly Shore.
We did get that. What show were we on?
We were in Palm Desert.
Palm Desert. That was a good show.
It was a fun show.
Yeah, I forgot about those shirts. Well, speaking of shirts, I'm glad you got one on.
Yeah.
Because it'd be weird if you didn't.
Usually I don't.
I know.
I mean, they usually CGI shirts on me. If you really watch past episodes.
By they, you mean you?
Yes.
You used to CGI shirts on yourself?
And Gabe for a while.
Oh, yeah, Gabe.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He died.
Yeah, R.I.P. Gabe.
God, dude. Everybody who leaves this show died.
Please don't think he's dead.
He is dead.
He's not dead.
They're not. Hey, they're always dead until they come back on the pod.
Oh, man.
That's what happened to you.
That's fair.
But I'm glad you wore a shirt.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of Gabe, that's so funny. The guy who owns Hidden Village Customs, his name's Gabe.
Oh, really?
And he's not a pedophile.
Oh, whoa. Neither is the other game.
Yeah. At least, I mean, as far as we know.
That's fair. Allegedly,
we don't know
he's not a
everything.
pedophile.
We're not all knowing beings.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Like, do you know everything in the world, Ehsan?
No.
So there is a sliver of possibility that one of the Gabes is a pedophile.
Yes.
We're not saying that they are.
No. But I guess it is possible. Through God, anything's possible.
Through God, anything's possible.
Yeah.
And through God, anything is possible, just like Hidden Village Custom Shirts. Hidden Village Custom Shirts. www.hiddenvillagecustoms.com. Guys, do you like shirts? Do you like great quality? Do you like anime? Do you like sports? Do you like music? This is my favorite thing about their shirts. They combine amazing things that you wouldn't think to combine. Like, oh my God, I just saw that our shirts are in the mail coming from that show Recess. So it's the Spoil the Beans pod, but me and Sam is the Recess characters. Amazing. I've seen one as one of my favorites was the two LeBron James and Anthony Davis waiting to come check into the game, but they look like Vegeta and Goku. You know, they just make really cool anime logos, really cool logos. I have one of their shirts as well. It's Tom Brady when he's too drunk after winning the 7th Super Bowl. Hidden Village Custom, guys. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out, www.hiddenvillagecustoms.com. They make amazing shit. They're based out of the Bay Area.
Yeah, Bay Area.
So infidels, any Bay Area infidees, any Bay Area beans, guys, show them some love. Go check them out. Go tell them the bean sent you. Go get a shirt. All right? They support the local community, which is also what I like. They support the Southern Cal and NorCal flag football teams.
Hey.
For these women flag football teams. And they wear Hidden Village custom shirts. So, guys, go support them. They're doing shit for the community, for the Bay Area. So show them some motherfucking love. Hidden Village Customs. They also ship anywhere in the world. So all the Bean Mafia that we have in Ireland, the Bean Mafia that we have in Australia, New Zealand, England, all you guys. I love all of you. You don't live in America, so you're wrong, but I still love you. And shop at Hidden Village Customs. Where should they go, Ehsan?
Hidden Village Customs.
That's right, buddy. www.hiddenvillagecustoms.com.
Or follow them on IG.
That's right.
Speaking of IG. Yeah.
You have an Instagram.
I do have an Instagram.
And you like football.
I do like football.
And you like black men.
The jury's still out.
What do you mean?
Knowing juries, it's not looking good for the black guy.
Wait, Ehsan, that is not okay. You can't say things like this.
It's okay. If it's okay in our legal system, it's okay to say.
Oh, my God, something's wrong with you. But you know who something's not wrong with? Darren Bates, everybody.
Hey, Darren.
Bates. He is the president of this podcast. He literally pays all the bills. He makes sure the podcast is up and running. He makes sure you guys get your fucking 2 episodes a week. He gets shit done. He pays for it all. He takes care of us, so we take care of him. And all he only wants one thing. And what does he want, Ehsan?
To follow him on Instagram.
That's it. Go to his Instagram. At Westlandson_56. A beautiful picture of his mother. So you're like, is that him?
Type in Darren Bates.
DARENBATES. Darren Bates at Westlandson_56. You can't miss him. You click it. It'll be lots of pictures of him and his family and him playing in the NFL and him being black.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
Yes. I mean...
You have to stop it.
Do I?
You have to stop it.
Do I?
And what does he want you to say, Ehsan?
Oh, when you follow him, message him, tell him the bean sent you.
That's it.
That's all you gotta do.
He's not asking for much. And also listen to his podcast.
Yeah, The Raw Room.
Subscribe. Hit pause however you're listening to this right now. Are you watching on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, however you're listening? You hit pause. You click that search bar. Raw Room Podcast. All right, with Darren Bates. I've been on it a bunch of times. We still got to get our boy on it. You got to get on it, man.
I got to do it.
Darren, you got to have our boy Ehsan on. Next time you're either in Austin or he's in Nashville. One of those things have to happen.
Right.
But he's had people like me on it. He's had Will Compton from Bustin' with the Boys. He's had Malcolm Butler, the guy who made the amazing interception on Russell Wilson on the worst call in Super Bowl history. I mean, not his fault. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But he's had amazing people like that on his podcast. So go check it out. The Raw Room. Go send him a message, Ehsan, and say what again?
Tell him the bean sent you.
And what else?
Also, remember, he has pictures of my feet.
Ooh.
He's the only person in the world who has pictures of my feet.
And he has lots of them.
Lots of them. It's
thousands.
It's gross how many times he keeps asking me for something more. And I give it to him.
You send them to him.
Yeah. You know, I'm here to help the people.
President of the Bean.
Yeah, President of the Bean. So go ask him for pictures of my feet. If he's like, bro, I don't have them. He's just playing coy. He's just playing shy. You keep hammering him for pictures of my feet, and
you hammer him.
Yes.
Offer him money.
Yes, offer him money.
Like,
let someone else get paid off my feet. I'm okay with that.
Well, he doesn't. Well, the pictures that he has.
Yeah, that's a picture. Yeah, that's a good point. So
black and whites. Ask for the black and whites. They're the ones that are a little more classic.
They are tasteful.
Yeah.
So yeah, do that.
Darren Bates. Darren
Bates.
He paid for all that.
He paid for all that. Also, subscribe to the Dangerous Brown podcast.
Infidels.
Yes, infidels or who are already here and future infidels. Subscribe to the Dangerous Brown podcast. Current events and history. That's what I talk about.
He talks about current events. He talks about history. We also do fun crossovers where we do fun things. We talk about fun sports
stuff. We do a lot of sports crossovers.
But also, I like we've done events that mean something to us, like things that like our favorite games, our worst favorite games, and things like that. We have a lot of surprises coming up for you guys. So sit back and wait for those. Bean Mafia and terrorists.
Infidels. We're not terrorists.
Same thing.
Nope. Very
What's the
different
difference?
things. Well, infidels are people who don't believe in God.
Terrorists.
No, I think terrorists like really believe in God.
Oh, you got me there, brother.
I think
You got me there. Ehsan,
yes,
you excited to hear a movie?
I am excited to hear this movie. What is it?
I Saw the Devil.
I Saw the Devil. Okay.
Are you ready to see the devil?
Yes. Very.
You said yes.
Yes.
So don't get mad at me.
Right when the devil pops up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what is he doing here?
Yeah,
I'm like,
and then
damn.
be like, oh damn, who asked for this?
Yeah. Okay. Oh well, technically Peyton asked for it.
Oh yeah, Peyton paid for it.
Yeah. Peyton did more than ask for it.
Ehsan.
Yes.
Silence.
Okay.
Credits roll.
Okay.
Music kicks in.
Okay.
All right. We see a snowy road and a car like driving right from the perspective of like the driver.
Okay.
Right. Credits just rolling. This goes on for a long time. All right. We finally see like a little white car on the side of the road. We hear a girl on the phone. It's a Korean movie.
Okay. It would really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So this is about to get fucked up.
I told you when I said this movie, I asked the Sam if I get this movie for you because it's like, oh, this movie's for Ehsan.
This movie's about to get fucked up. Okay. You Asians, man. My God.
What is going on?
Yeah. Well, a lot.
I wonder if Peyton's Asian. Probably not.
What's his full name?
Tidwell.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
You don't think Peyton's Korean?
No. Maybe if his like mom is Korean. You know?
Oh
and
yeah.
You don't have the Korean last name.
Last name.
But
you're gonna guess this Peyton Tidwell's white.
Peyton is not even a half Asian name.
You know what? I'm gonna go Peyton's full Korean, bro.
You think Peyton's full Korean?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
For this episode, at least.
Well, annyeonghaseyo, Peyton. Thank you for thank you for the movie.
So she's on the car on the phone talking.
Right.
Credits are rolling, right?
Right.
The other car has stopped now. The car that was from the perspective that we were in the whole time.
Right.
All right. And we see it kind of creeping by.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
And then it parks.
Okay.
And then you see she's just kind of looking at it.
Okay.
And then we see a man walking up on the car.
Okay.
Taps on the window. She rolls it down a little bit. And he goes like, and it says, flat tire.
Okay.
Okay. And she's like, yeah, I flat tire, but I already called a tow truck. It's on the way.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's like, the roads are snowy.
Okay. I think you could just go to the subtitles straight up. I think I think I get it.
You need to get the full emotion.
Yeah, no, I think I got it.
Yes, Sam's in the kitchen and she says she didn't get it until I said the Korean part. So.
Okay. You need the
Don't you need it, or how would you even know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you speak Korean. Okay.
Sam speaks Korean, so that's why she gets what I'm saying. I didn't know you didn't speak Korean.
No, you know what? I don't think what you're doing is Korean.
Well, Peyton understands it because Peyton's Korean.
Yeah, what you're doing sounds way more Japanese, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah,
Japanese
that's
is definitely more
that's
like.
All right, let me do a little more Korean.
Yeah.
He walks up, and he's like,
no, you gotta take the bass out of your voice. Yeah, that's a little better.
He's more like. It's more like that.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
again, you're still the bass is Japanese. Yeah, it's like
not, but this guy's voice is deep though. So that's why I'm going.
Okay.
Also, we'll get there. So it's a flat tire. You'll see what I mean. She says, "No, I'm good." Right? She gets on the phone. And he goes, I'm going to look at it anyway. So he goes to look at it.
Right.
She's on the phone talking to a dude, right?
Yeah.
And she's telling him what's going on. Like, hey, some guy, I told him there's a tow truck on the way, but he's still trying to help me anyway.
Right.
The guy, we see this young Asian, like Korean guy.
Right.
Right? And he's like in like a tuxedo pretty much.
Okay.
And he's in a nice hotel.
Okay.
And he's clearly like an agent. like a special agent.
Okay.
Like he's with a team of guys.
Okay.
And he's talking on the thing, and he's like at work.
Okay.
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 So you see this guy's like, oh, this, but he looks like a badass, bro. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's talking to her, and he's like, oh, well, you know, you'll be all right. Don't worry. Like, I'm sure the guy just wants to help. It's all good. You know, and then she's like, oh, I want you to sing to me. And she's like making fun of him. And he's like, hoo-da-ba, hoo, hoo-da-ba. And then, you know, he's like trying to like get away from his men so he can sing and shit like that, too, right? And he's like, and it's like men kind of make fun of, you know, things like that, right? It's like a little cute scene. So he goes, baby, I'm sorry to work on your birthday again, you know, but I'll be home soon. And she says, it's okay. I love you. I'll see you in a second. She hangs up. She puts her phone away. Right then, the face comes up on the windshield of the old guy. We finally see who it is.
Right.
It's old boy.
Oh, that's that guy?
It's old boy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
By old boy, it's the dude from the main nigga from old boy.
Right. It's the old boy. I get it.
But they might not know. They're like, who the fuck is old boy? They haven't seen it.
Oh, that's fair. Well, if they haven't seen it, they're not. It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, yeah, they're just like, who's old boy?
Yeah.
Hey, go watch this movie, Old Boy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Was that our first reverse?
Yeah, that was our first ever reverse.
That was our first reverse.
That's why I said the connections in this are.
It's Brody.
That's why I had to do it to you.
Yeah.
Because you would be like, oh, it's the dude from Old Boy. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
his face.
You see his face.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He tells her car's fucked up, right? And she says, well, it's okay. The tow truck's on the way. I'll wait.
Right.
And he's like, you know, he doesn't say anything, and he just keeps staring at her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, again, tow truck's on the way, you know, bye. And she rolls up her window and kind of looks away. Mm-hmm. So he walks back to his car super slow.
Right.
She's
menacingly.
He doesn't look back, but she's nervous.
Okay. He's a scary guy.
He looks scary as fuck. His face he's a great actor, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone in the acting and the shots in this are unreal.
Koreans do art well.
Bro. The ratings on this movie, I was like, I've never even heard of this movie. So critically highly, like 97%,
One of those,
9 out of 10, everything. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And I watched it, and I'm like, oh, I get it. This movie's really fucking good.
Okay.
And I've never seen this movie before.
Okay.
This movie,
Yeah.
I've never seen before, dog.
What's it called? That's very Asian movies are like that because they just like it's culturally they look at the world differently. So it makes that's why Parasite was so like, oh wow, what the fuck is this? Yeah.
This is like that.
Okay.
As you can already kind of tell,
Right.
it's setting up.
Right. Like, oh, some crazy shit's about to happen.
So he's walking back to the car all slow. She gets scared. She's looking at his car, and it's not leaving for a while, but it's dark out. And she's like saying to herself, like, what am I? He's not leaving. Why isn't he leaving? Like, why isn't he leaving? So she finally cuts her headlights on, right? So now it's bright, and it's just on the car. And she's like, what the fuck? She turns, and she looks to her right. This nigga's right by her windshield right here.
Right.
And he takes a pipe, smashes the windshield.
Oh, damn.
The music gets intense, like, he fucking gets in the car, bro. She's like, ah. He's like fucking hitting her, and he's like, she's kicking and screaming. Finally, he gets the pipe, and he bop, right on her head. She's just leaking now.
Oh, Jesus.
All right? And you see her eye kind of open up, and she's looking at him, and then bam, she fades out.
Jeez.
You hear, vroom, 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 her phone's ringing.
Right.
Vroom, 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 vroom. Camera pans back. You're like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Like the music's so intense. Like, dun-dun-dun. You just see the blood. It's the great shot of the blood like dragging in the snow.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Trail of blood.
Trail of blood as he's dragging the body, right? The camera keeps fading up. Mm-hmm. I saw the devil. Fade to black.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
She comes to.
Right.
She's naked. She's wrapped in plastic.
Okay. Oh, in plastic.
Yep,
oh,
butt naked.
Jesus.
She's in his basement.
Oh, Jesus.
He's smoking a cigarette.
It's always terrible when you see tits and it sucks.
Bro, when you can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's just too much blood on him. This is not fun titties.
This is not
good titties still. I still notice.
I mean, she's a Korean movie star. There's no way she's not gorgeous. But you know, that's not exactly the way you want to see titties.
Good point.
Well, for most people. For this guy, that's right up his alley.
Oh, for this guy, he loves it.
Yeah, for this guy. And maybe Peyton, you know? Maybe Peyton.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, Peyton. I mean, I like serial killer shit, so I mean, I get it, Peyton. Seek some help. If that's how you need your titties, seek some help.
So, our boy's smoking a cigarette. He comes over and he like doesn't say anything. He's just chaining her up. He like ties her arm up, chains it up like this, right?
Right.
And then she's whispering like, Mister, who do I go? Like, wait, what about Bobby? Like, wait, please. Like, please.
Right.
She's all beat the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this nigga goes and he grabs 2 knives, right? And he starts like shing, shing,
Right.
shing, shing. And he starts rubbing on her skin and telling her how soft her skin is.
Right.
She's like, please don't kill me, please. And he goes, why not? And she goes, I'm pregnant. And he looks at her and she says, please let me live. Shing, fade to black.
See,
Okay.
if you're in a situation like that, for all your future beaners who find yourself in this situation.
Wait, his side or her side?
Her side.
Okay, I don't know whose side you're talking about.
His side, it's like, I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. Again,
Other than keep going.
yeah, I mean, no, definitely
okay.
seek some help.
Try to be
Peyton.
positive.
Seek some help, Peyton. Your best bet in that situation, I think, is because look, you're already in the situation. Begging for your life, that's not gonna work. That's gonna
kind of probably hard not to. I'm pretty sure it's like the first thing you want to do.
Right. But people like that get off on torturing you.
Yeah.
So, if just throwing it out there before you start the begging, try pretending you enjoy it, because if they're not seeing you in pain, they're not getting the thing that's like, I want to kill you.
You're not. You're the other person's now in control of the situation. The whole thing is about power and control.
Yeah.
You're taking the power and control away from me if you're enjoying this.
Yes. Then it becomes about you.
Yeah.
And then it's like
you have the power and the control.
Yeah, and then either they won't let you go, but the killing
might
won't
just
be.
kill you.
You won't get that torture.
Or they might just make it where it's really painful, where you can't enjoy it anymore.
Well, look, I'm not saying life is.
You're not saying it's a foolproof
I'm
plan.
not saying it's a foolproof plan. I'm just saying it is a plan.
Yo, it's better than Jay Schaub's plan of grabbing the gun.
Yeah.
If
Just
you
grab
ever-
the gun by the barrel.
If you ever get a gun pointed at you, just grab it by the barrel. You plug it, and that way the bullet can't come out.
Yeah. Your fingers are powerful. So
I love you, Jay Schaub. You know I love you. But that was still the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
yeah. But definitely give that a shot.
If you're in this situation.
Yes, if you're the woman in this situation.
Sam, are you going to work? I'm sorry. Because you said it like, yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sam's laughing. She finds it really amusing when she belittles me. That's her favorite thing. So
she
chops her up.
Yeah.
Cut to a different angle. This nigga's just chopping her whole body up in bits.
Okay.
She's dead, all right?
Okay.
He chops her up in pieces now.
Okay.
He's putting the pieces in a bucket. He stands up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just her legs and shit. When he stands up and he holds her arms up, her wedding ring, I love you, baby. You already ordered the Uber? All right, I love you.
Later, Sam.
You're the best.
Peace.
You're the best.
Hey.
So, Sam's awesome. Peyton, you paid for that.
Yeah.
You paid for her to leave. No, so when he lifts the arms up,
Right.
her wedding ring falls off.
Okay.
It goes down the drain like that. All this blood that he got. obviously he has a drainage set up for the blood, and it goes down.
Obviously.
And he's like, fuck, he can't find it.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But like you see it, you can still see it, but it's like stuck.
It's stuck. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he needs that. It's like it's like the trophy. These serial killers like trophies.
Also, it's evidence.
You're right.
So this dude's getting rid of everything. Like he knows what he's doing.
Right.
So he takes all the chopped up pieces and he walks off. We see a kid the next morning, going through like this high brush, like out there playing in like the high brush in the field, and he finds a bag. He opens it. The bag has an ear in it.
Right.
He drops it scared as shit. He calls his friends over. Cut to huge police search party, right?
Right.
They're all like searching for it. You see an old man run up, like an old Asian man. He runs up. He's like, oh, and then you see all the other police officers go, Chief, somebody hold the chief. Like, why is the chief here? Who called the chief? The chief is saying, what happened to my daughter?
Okay.
This was the chief of police's daughter.
Oh, damn.
All right. So I know, bro. It just adds another level to it where you're like. Also, I like how you find out of like him being like, because he shows up. Obviously, he's chief. He can get information, but you can tell the other police were like, "Fuck, we didn't want to tell him yet."
Yeah.
Because
damn. Damn.
And they're trying to calm him down.
That's also a ballsy serial killer.
You see what I'm saying?
To kill people. Usually, when serial killers like do shit like that, they do it to like drifters and people that there's a concept called the less dead.
Yeah.
Where like
this is
the most dead person.
Oh, they're hunting you down forever, bro. And they're sending all their manpower to hunt you down.
Yeah.
Chief
like
of police daughter
stuff.
And they're finding they found her ear.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's serious because they don't know if you're dead yet.
Right.
So they're telling him that they're calming him down, saying, "Hey, we don't know anything yet. We don't know anything for sure. You got to calm down." They calm him down, right?
Right.
You remember the young agent who was on the phone? Her dude.
Her dude. Yeah.
You see him show up. All right, you know he ain't no police. Like he's clearly like a secret agent or whatever the fuck he is. Like for like
a CIA,
CIA or some shit.
Yeah.
So
KIA.
No, he doesn't even look. He looks more like security for like the president. Like that's what he was doing, like that kind of job.
Secret Service type.
He was that kind of nigga.
Okay.
He was like guarding somebody, but it was like high, like really like over whoever this is a high person.
Right.
So, you know, you see him show up. The guys downstairs, they're looking. One guy, you know, in the search party goes, detective, I think I found something. Another detective comes over. It looks like a head. They flip it over. It's the girl's head.
Damn.
The guy, the young detective throws up. And it causes because he throws up. There's media all out there because everybody knows that the chief of police's daughter is missing.
Right.
Yo, they find out that they found the head. The media rushes the barricade.
Right.
So the police are now holding back. The chief of police is obviously like the shot is amazing because it's all this pure chaos going on around his head.
Him.
As you see this dad who is just his life's being ripped apart.
Right.
And you see, and then the camera pans back.
You think that would fuck you up?
A little bit.
You think so?
A little bit.
Okay.
They said they found my daughter's head, bro.
You think that would ruin your day?
At least week.
Okay.
Is the NFL season started? Do I have something to
Yeah, okay. Let's say
distract me?
Let's say it's wild card weekend.
Yeah, I can have a couple good weekends after that.
Okay. That's good to know.
No, then after that, I'm mourning.
Okay, weak. But so he's obviously going through it.
I mean, but I was mainly just because the shot is amazing. Like the chaos.
Right.
But you see a man who's like, he's not even there. The chaos isn't even happening.
Yeah. He's in his own fucked up world.
Yeah, and then you see the young detective, the same thing, just looking down on everything, watching it all happen, just so fucked up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He puts his hand to his mouth. It just goes silent. He can't hear anything. So the next day, you see the chief.
Right.
He's smoking a cigarette on a bench, just shaking. The young detective joins him, and he looks at him and he goes, "I've been police detective for 30 years, and I couldn't even protect my own daughter." And the young detective doesn't say anything, and he keeps trying to smoke, and then he says, "Stop smoking, sir." Sir, stop smoking. And the chief just breaks, and he goes, "I'm sorry." And he grabs him, holding him, hugging him. And he apologizes to him. "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm so sorry this happened to my daughter. I'm so sorry." Keep saying, "I'm so sorry." The young detective is just, you know what I mean?
Okay. And the young detective is different than the secret agent guy.
No, he's the secret. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
that's him.
that's
I'm sorry.
the
Secret. I always, the whole time I wrote this, I never, because his name is all the names are so hard.
Yeah.
I called the one guy old boy.
Okay.
And him young boy.
Okay.
So he's young boy.
Okay.
All right, young detective, young boy. So he's just, but he's crying, but he ain't showed no emotion yet. You feel me?
Okay.
Even though he's lost his fucking wife.
Yeah.
So, shot to the funeral. You see the family crying.
How long is this movie?
2 hours, 20 minutes.
Okay. So it's a deep dive into.
Dude, we haven't even gotten to anything yet.
Okay.
So, shot to the funeral.
Right.
Family crying. The young boy. He's there. Like I said, crying, but just
stoic.
Okay. This nigga can act, bro. Whoever this dude is, he's good.
Right.
And you see, finally, he's alone with the body, and he's crying a little bit more. He's showing a little bit more emotion. And then he says, "I will make him pay for the pain he caused. I will make him pay for the pain he caused. He will pay. He will pay." Dries his face. He walks away. Shot is so damn good. Of just him walking away, right? So at work, he's talking to his sergeant. And the sergeant's like, "How much time do you need? You need months or two?" He says, "I need 2 weeks."
Damn,
he's like, "Really? You just need 2 weeks?" He's like, "You just need 2 weeks?" Your wife's like, the sergeant's on his side, like, "Hey, man, it's okay.
Take some more time.
Take some more time." And he goes,
he's like, "It's wild card weekend."
It's wild card weekend.
Yeah. I don't need time.
I need, I'll watch that. I'll be fine. I'll recover. Unless my team loses. And he laughs,
they're all like, "Oh, no.
Giants. The Giants fan?
Yeah.
It's Korea, right? So he says, all I need is 2 weeks. And the guy's like, "All right." He's like, "Well, go get some rest." So he goes down and he talks to one of his other, a young cop he knows.
Okay.
And it's sneak, right? And a young cop gives him this, really high-tech GPS tracker.
Okay.
And he tells him, "Hey, I'm not supposed to give you this. I snuck it out with the root, but, I understand." He's like, it's clearly it's he knows he's out to some shit.
Right.
But he's like, "You're my boy. I'm going to help you."
Right.
All right? The young dude says, "Don't worry. I'll get it back to you. Nothing will go wrong."
Mm-hmm.
Cut 2. He's talking to the chief, the father of the dog, of his girl.
Right.
The father goes, I shouldn't give you this, but he does. And it's a picture of the 4 main suspects that they have so far. All right?
Okay.
So.
Is Old Boy one of them?
So. Because it's just he tells them, here's the 4 main suspects. You don't see the picture. You don't see, but you see like it's a binder. It's like a little folder, Okay. A young girl comes in, super pretty. How good is this movie already? Just like the writing.
Very curious.
It's so good the way they do.
It's a good mystery.
Korean movies are good. It is a mystery, huh?
I like mysteries.
So you see a young girl come in. You find out his wife had a sister.
Right.
The wife that got murdered, she had a sister. Okay. So he puts up. Our young boy goes home. He puts up the pictures in his place. He's looking at them. We see that night he breaks into a place. This motherfucker is on some Jackie Chan shit. Like he scaled a wall and broke into a place.
Oh damn!
Like he's a badass, bro. Like this nigga really is a secret agent.
Okay.
All right, and he sneaks in all smooth. He sees a dude watching porn, jerking off. One of the suspects.
Right.
All right. He's watching porn. He's jerking off, and then right when the guy's about to come, our young boy cuts the power. The guy is looking around. He's trying to cut the power back on. And right when he cuts it back on, he turns around. Young boy takes like a power cord, wham, whips him right across the face.
Damn.
Just starts fucking him up. Wham, wham, fucks him up. Whips him until he passes out.
Okay.
When the guy wakes up, he's all tied up, right? Our young boy's looking at him, just that same stoic face, bro. And he starts questioning him. Right. And he holds up pictures of his dead wife. You remember this? Do you remember doing this? That's what he's asking him. And the guy's, of course, like, no! Yeah. Which must suck when you're like, dude,
I was jerking off, man.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about now.
Yeah, dude, I'll never jerk off again. I'll know that for sure.
I know that. Yeah. Also, you're showing me some really fucked up pictures right now.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't do it, you'd be like, oh, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Also, I'd be like, hey, dude, I totally get why you're hunting whoever you're hunting down, but it is not me.
Yeah, my God.
I will help you hunt this motherfucker down, I promise.
Please.
So the guy doesn't say anything. Mm-hmm. He keeps asking him, he's like, you know who this is? He's like, no. Our boy gets up. He goes and he grabs a wrench, and the dude was just jerking off, right? So all he has is underwear on.
Yeah.
He takes the wrench and he beats his dick. Bam! Bam!
Bam! This poor guy.
Next day, cops are there. The guy's in the hospital, and they're trying to question what happened. The guy can't even. He's so beat to fucking death. He can't even talk.
Right.
And they're like, yo, what the fuck? Who did this to this guy? Like one of our suspects.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we see the young boy following another guy now. Second suspect.
Right.
He fucking hit the guy's on a motorcycle. He hits him. Boom. He gets up, starts beating his fucking ass. As he's beating the guy's ass, the guy keeps asking him, like, who are you? Like, what the fuck? He beats this nigga's ass to a pulp, like kills him, throws that picture away. Okay. Now it's just 2 left. All right. The next day, he goes to sleep that night. Next day he wakes up, he goes up to the wall. It's morning. He looks at the picture, the third picture. He grabs it. It's old boy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's staring at it. He just stares at it. That night, we see a girl waiting at a bus stop.
Okay.
All right. It's cold as hell, still snowy.
Right.
We see that same yellow car from the beginning of the movie, old boy's car.
Right.
All right. It looks like a yellow kind of taxi bus.
Right.
All right. It creeps up by her. It stops. The girl's just kind of staring. The window rolls down. And, he's like, buses stopped running. What are you doing out here? And she's like, oh, it's fine. He's like, ain't no more buses coming. Where you headed? And she's like, I'm headed towards the Suming apartments. He says, that's kind of on my way. Why don't you hop in? And then she's like, no, thanks. He's like, come on, I'll give you a ride. And she's like, no, I'm good. He's like, come on, what are you going to do? There's no buses. He kind of keeps talking her into it.
Right.
He's being all nice, too. He's being really nice. And then she's like, you sure it's already on your way? And he's like, yeah, it's on my way. She's like, oh, okay. She gets in.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get into a car with a stranger, ever.
Because this is the worst case scenario.
Yes.
And I know it's like, oh, but that's the worst case scenario. It's like, yeah, but it's a pretty bad case.
Yeah. Just there's no reason to. There's no reason to get into a car with a stranger by yourself.
Good point.
But or if you do, tell someone you're getting in a car with a stranger. Give them license plate information and shit. Like letting people know where you are.
Yeah.
Don't go alone. That's how old boy chops you up.
This is a movie. This is the kind of movie where it sounds like I wouldn't have done a lot of these things.
Yeah.
A lot of these things I would not have done. I feel bad. The girl in the beginning, she kind of that was just
no. The girl in the beginning,
flat
that was.
tire.
I mean, there was no choice involved there. She was just wrong place, wrong time.
This girl,
kind of, but again, if it was truly past the buses running and she's just caught in the middle of the night at a bus stop, she's also not in the. She's
no
also
Ubers.
Yeah. This is not her fault in any situation, I don't think, but if you're in a situation where you can get in the car with a stranger or not, don't get in the car with a stranger.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that's another tidbit from Ehsan, guys.
Yeah, this is my
More
new
baseball facts.
My new series, How to Dodge a Serial Killer. We've already had pretend to enjoy it and don't get in the car with a stranger.
Yeah, pretend to enjoy it.
Yeah, so make
That's
sure
your
you're taking
best advice. Pretend to enjoy it. What the fuck is wrong with you? So, cut to our girl riding.
Right.
And she's looking around. She's like, "Is this a school van?" He doesn't say anything. He starts reaching in the back. As he's driving, he's reaching in the back. This nigga's such a good actor, bro.
Right.
And he just keeps going like, "Shit. Where did I put it? Shit." She's like, what keeps saying, "Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I can't find it." He keeps reaching for something. Yeah. And then finally he's like, "Ah," and he grabs it, and it's just a metal pipe.
Yeah.
And then she, of course, is like,
the fuck?
But nigga, that's a good. I love the reveal of that.
Yeah.
That's such good writing of like, because it's so him. He was so casually like, "Where the fuck is it?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she's looking at him, and then she goes. She doesn't say anything, and he goes, "Why?" And she goes, "Huh?
Why did you get in here?"
And then no, he says why.
Yeah.
She goes, "Huh?" Obviously, because all he said was why. And then he goes, "Why you look like you stepped in shit right now?" Because she's like, and then she's like, and then this nigga just goes, bam, 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 right on her head.
Right.
She's just leaking blood.
Jesus.
Cuts back to his place. This nigga's got her tied up. She's already like tortured her. She's barely alive. He guillotines her. Shing! Guillotine, drops down, cuts her fucking head off.
Jesus.
All right. Cut to this nigga goes, cleans himself up. Then he goes to his room and just plays guitar in his bed.
Damn.
He's a serial killer.
Damn. Ugh.
So you were right.
Yeah.
About that.
It felt like I saw the devil. I feel like it would have been a little on the nose if it was about an actual devil.
This is pretty much the devil.
I mean, this is very, very much but this is a human being. Don't forget that.
Is he?
Yes. Because you have to be aware that human beings are capable of these evil things. Otherwise, you're like, oh, I'll just get into a stranger's car. Like, you have to be aware that
talk your shit, kid.
This is a human being, bro.
Shit.
I think I talked about this when people were like, when Jojo Rabbit came out. And
great movie.
Remember the director got in trouble for humanizing Nazis? And it's like, bro.
Takiti Witi.
Yeah, Takiti Witi. Takiti Wheatons was like.
Takiti Wheatons.
Yeah. They got mad at him because they were like, oh, you're humanizing Nazis. And it's like, no, it's important to know that Nazis were human. Otherwise.
We don't learn anything.
Yeah, otherwise, oh no, you'll be in a country where they'll put kids in cages. And you'll be like, oh, this is, you know what I mean? We should have seen this coming. The Nazis aren't anything special. They're people.
Yep. Pretty cool people, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on your perspective, huh?
So we see the young detective. He's snooping around the place, right?
Yeah.
And then a lady goes, "Hey, excuse me.
Right.
Can I help you?" Mm-hmm. And the old lady comes up. Cut to he's inside the lady's house and he's asking the lady questions, right?
Right.
The lady is old boy's mom.
Okay.
He found where he lived, right?
Right.
And the dad is there. Right, old boy's dad, and he's questioning them both. We found out his name is like Kyung Chul.
Okay.
Like KYUNGCHUL. Like Kyung Chul, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, so is this this is a more recent picture of your son. Have you seen him recently?" And he holds it up. It's like a really recent picture of him.
Yeah.
And the mom is like, "Oh my God, why does my son look so scary?"
Right.
Because he does. He just looks like gone.
Right.
You know. And then the dad starts going off about how the son ain't shit and he ain't never was shit and he's just an asshole and how he's not even a real good son. He abandoned his own son. So you find out he has a son as well.
Okay.
He abandoned his own son, all right, and left him here for us to take care of him.
Right.
The mom's like, "Shut up, you old fool." They argue back and forth. Our boy walks out. He sees old boy's son,
right,
about 15 years old.
Right.
He's kicking a soccer ball against the wall. And he goes, "Sangwon?" That's his name, right? Sangwon. And the kid keeps kicking. And he goes, "You know where your dad lives?" And the kid turns around and he sees our boy's face is just like, you know what I mean? Like serious.
Business.
And he goes, "Shit. Why?" Cut to our boy is at old boy's place. The son gave up the address.
Okay. We're already here.
Dude, I told you that you couldn't guess this movie if you tried, bro.
What the fuck?
Because you know what? This is how good a movie is. You know when you it's like 30 minutes in and then they gave you all the answers, but you're like, wait, there's still like an hour and 40 left.
Right.
But they gave me all the answers.
Right. Oh,
wait a minute.
What's about to happen?
What the fuck? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, cut to our dude. He's searching the old boy's place.
Right.
He's can't find anything. He's it's just a normal place. He finds these cabinets with locks all on them.
Right.
He breaks all the locks. One of the cabinets he opens up, purses. Dun-dun-dun. He's like, because it's like we're talking about so many purses.
Right.
Opens up another cabinet, heels.
Oh wow.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
Right.
Another cabinet, just bras with blood all on them. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
Again, why? Why do all the titties have to suck here? Give me some nice titties, man. Come on.
He sees.
Give me some happy titties.
Happy titties?
I need happy titties right now.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Happy Titties,
Happy Titties.
the sequel to Happy Feet. So he hears a door kind of creak open behind him.
Right.
He turns. He opens it slow. He sees the torture room.
Okay.
All the blood,
Jesus.
everything. He's looking around. He sees the drain. He keeps looking at the drain. He looks down. He notices something.
Right.
He reaches in. He grabs his girl's wedding ring.
Damn.
A tear, just one tear comes out of his eye.
Right, like a Native American.
And he clutches it. Mm-hmm. And he's just kind of like but he's breathing hard.
Right.
He's also like panicking too.
Right.
Like, because I mean, imagine, because you're like, you thought it was this guy already. And now it's like, oh, I don't even need.
Right.
Now I don't even need anymore. I don't need anything else.
Right.
I'm killing this nigga.
Right.
Cut to. We see a bus full of we see a little girls coming off a field trip, like maybe 12 to 15 that age.
Right.
They're all getting on a little bus.
Right.
The camera pans over.
The sweet zone, as R. Kelly would call it.
The sweet zone.
Yeah, R. Kelly's sweet zone.
The camera pans over.
Yeah.
The driver is old boy.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, hey, make sure you get him straight home, okay? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Right? And then he like waves all nice. You see this nigga driving off. Cut to a little bit after that, the police running into the school going, hey, where the fuck is this bus driver?
Right.
We're looking for this guy. And the teachers are like, oh, shit.
Fuck. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
They're trying to call his cell. You see old boy's driving. He's looking down at the cell. He sees like a number calling, and he's like, shit. Right? He keeps driving. He looks in the rear view. The girls are asleep. He keeps driving. Cut to our boy. That night, he's at like in the middle of nowhere, like an abandoned, like a greenhouse.
Okay, this is the young cop?
Huh? No, it's old boy.
It's old boy, okay.
All right. So like he looks at his phone, he says shit. He sees the girl sleep, it kind of fades to black.
Right.
Now when he comes to, you see him walking up, he's got a knife in his hand. He's in like an abandoned greenhouse.
Right.
He walks up on one of the girls tied up.
Damn,
right,
they're all tied up, huh?
Tied up.
Damn.
So he rubs on her, he's talking about how good her skin is, and he says it's gonna be over quick. You know what I mean? He said, things are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They fucking took my job, fucked it all. But, I can't fuck you, huh? What's wrong with that? He's saying this to her. I can't fuck you, huh? Because I can. I can. And he's yelling at her, and then he fucking rips all her clothes off, right? This girl's a kid, bro.
Right.
And he starts ripping all her shit, and she's screaming. His nigga starts raping her. Starts straight up raping her, bro. She's screaming. And he hears his name said behind him. He's like, what the fuck? He stops. He covers her mouth. He hears it again. He grabs this knife and he turns around. He stands up and he walks back. And he comes into like a different part of the greenhouse.
Right.
And we see young boy on the other side just staring at him.
Jesus. They're already meeting?
They already met.
What the fuck is going on in this movie?
Yo, usually I'm in your seat when you do movies like this to me.
Yeah.
It feels really good to do something to you where I can tell you're all the way off kilter. You don't know what's going to happen in this movie.
Oh my God, no. Does this become a cat and mouse chase? That's pretty cool.
So, they're staring at each other.
Right.
Right?
Right.
He goes, our boy cuts the lights on and he goes, are you alone? Our boy doesn't say anything. Old boy goes, you a cop? Young boy's just staring at just hate and rage. You know what I mean? Just staring at him. And then he goes, I can't believe you found me this quick. And old boy just runs at him, with his knife in his hand. And he comes and he fucking swings. Bro, this nigga is pretty much a superhero. He fucks him up on some Captain America shit.
Okay.
Like with ease. Because he is a secret agent. So he's doing it with ease,
no
bro.
problem.
Just fucking him up. We see the girls kind of escaping and running away as he's doing this.
Yeah.
Old boy grabs another knife and he's just he's all swinging wild, just trying to get him. And he's just fucking him up, bro. Bam, bam. You know what I mean? Kicking the shit out of him. He breaks his arm.
Right.
You know what I mean? He gets a plastic bag and starts choking him. Like he can't breathe. He's choking him. He takes his head, bam, smashes it on a rock. Bam, bam. He's just bleeding, right? And he picks up the rock and he's about to smash his skull. And he stops. He throws the rock to the side. He takes the bag off his head. He grabs him by the mouth.
Yeah.
And he opens his mouth and he puts something in it and he makes him swallow it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You see this like one of the girls who's still tied up is just kind of watching, right? And then he takes his hand again and he just makes sure he just finishes it, just breaks the fuck out of it. Ah! Right?
Jesus. I mean, he deserved it.
Yeah.
He definitely deserves it.
Fades to black.
Okay.
Cuts to old boy is waking up in a ditch, arm broken, but it's in like a sling.
Right.
And he looks around like he can't believe he's like, what the fuck?
Right.
There's a little envelope beside him. He opens it. It's a bunch of money inside. He's like, what the fucking hell? And he keeps saying, like, this bastard's a psycho. This bastard's a fucking psycho, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? We see him grab a knife and a hat. He still has his yellow van, right? And he takes off driving.
Okay.
The young cop follows behind the GPS tracker, just beep, beep, and he's just following him.
Okay. Okay.
This is how I felt, too, where it was like, wait, what?
The fuck?
We let him go?
He's just going to keep doing this to him?
So, we see our boy, old boy, walks down the freeway.
Right.
And he's trying to hitch a ride, right? And a taxi finally stops.
Right.
There's already a guy in the back seat. He's like, oh, that's kind of weird. And the guy in the front seat just keeps talking, the driver. And he's talking, and old boy's kind of nodding, like, yeah, yeah. And the guy keeps talking. He keeps talking. Old boy looks. You know there's always a picture of the taxi driver?
Right.
He looks at the picture, and then he looks at the guy. It ain't him. And then he looks in the back seat, and the guy in the back seat looks like a crazy person.
Right.
And he kind of sees the guy's holding a knife.
Right.
And old boy's like, and he just starts laughing.
Right.
And the guy earlier when he was talking, he kept saying things about like how lucky they are, how lucky we all are in this world. He's just talking, right?
Right.
So old boy's laughing, and the guy goes, hey, what's so funny? He goes, you said earlier that we were all lucky. And the guy's like, yeah, I did. He's like, way I see it, I think you're pretty damn unlucky. And the guy's like, it's quiet. And they're all staring. Now they're all staring at each other as they're still driving down the road. And old boy nigga takes his knife, shing, right in the guy's throat, right? And then the other guy comes up right out his neck, catches him, ching, ching, ching. And then, bro, the camera angle on this, I've never seen a fight angle do this.
Right.
So they're in a car, they're driving full speed as he's stabbing these men.
Right.
The camera is going around them like this as the car is going full speed.
Damn, what a shot.
They need to do that in a superhero movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I've never seen that before.
Damn.
And so you see them, like, he's stabbing both of them as the camera's going around and they're driving full speed. Yeah. They finally crash.
Right.
All right? Young boy, just following them calmly with the tracker.
Right.
Okay? You see old boy, he gets the bodies, he puts them in the wood, he washes his blood off. The next day, we see the young detective, he looks over he's looking at where old boy was and where he put the bodies and shit, just following him.
Right.
All right? So our boy goes to the doctor. He gets his wrist fixed.
Okay.
And he says to the doctor it was a soccer injury.
Right.
The doctor starts giving him shit about like how no, it's not. Whoop, whoop, right? Mm-hmm. Old boy kind of looks at him and goes like, yo, pretty much hits him with. You remember when Bane put his hand on the homeboy and goes, "Do you feel in charge?"
Right.
And the guy calmed down.
Right.
He does that to because the doctor's like talking to him like a little kid.
Right.
And he goes, "Who do you think you're talking to?" And the guy looks at something and he goes, like says again, like, "Hey, shithead. Who do you think you're talking to?" And you see the old doctor go like,
oh, this is not someone I play with.
This isn't just some person I'm going
to
he talk down to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So old boy kind of like scares the shit out of him and he walks out and he leaves. Mm-hmm. He pays his bill. He starts flirting with the nurse. But he's being scary as shit. And the nurse is kind of like, and he just keeps flirting with her,
right.
When she keeps trying to like.
Back away.
Yeah.
Right.
He finally pays his bill and he leaves. Some time goes by. She goes in the back room to get something.
Right.
As she's looking for something, you hear click, The door locks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This nigga's in there just smoking a cigarette.
Jesus.
He was just waiting on her.
Jesus.
All right.
And young detectives letting all this happen.
What is happening, right?
Yeah.
Ehsan, I promise you, when I say I was just like you when I was like,
yeah.
wait, why
would he let this happen? He just murdered 2 people.
This guy murdered, he murdered your girl.
Yeah, and he's now in a room with another girl.
What's going on?
Yeah, what are you doing?
So, our boy's smoking a cig, and he tells her, last night I was about to have a really good time, and then this fucking dude ruined everything. So let's make this easy. And he kicks a stool towards her.
Right.
And he cuts the lights off. And he goes, strip. And she's like, what? He's like, take your clothes off. And he takes off his sling, like his broken arm, and he's kind of got like this. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what? He says, strip. And she doesn't do anything. She just stands there scared. Right. And this nigga punches the glass. Like breaks the mirror. She's like, strip, bitch, or I'll break your fucking face. She starts undressing. She's crying. What?
I'm going to say that this might be a hot take. I don't think this guy likes women.
Why do you say that?
It seems like he's, just based off context clues, seems like he doesn't treat them very well.
I think that's you putting your own personal beliefs onto this.
You think so?
Seems like
You think I'm being misogynistic here?
Yep.
You don't think it's this guy?
Nope.
You think it's me?
Yep.
All right.
Why don't you check yourself before you wreck yourself?
You know what? I have been doing a lot of soul searching as of late, and maybe you're right. Maybe
you should check yourself.
Ladies, I'm sorry.
So she takes off her bra.
Yeah.
And then she's begging him, like, please don't do this. Please, right? As she's begging him, our boy outside, he's listening. And he goes, like he's had enough, right? Like, he goes, all right. And he gets out of his car.
Right.
You see, old boy, he sniffs the girl.
Yeah.
He starts rubbing on her. She's crying. Bro, this nigga grabs her head, pushes it down, and he makes her suck his dick.
Damn.
Like, you hear it, like.
That, first of all, A, that's trust that she's not going to bite.
Dude.
B.
That's the most powerful thing, though, right?
That is I can't imagine. And B, I can't believe young detective let it get this far.
Right?
Yeah.
Right then.
He let her get to the rape point.
Yep.
Again. Oh, what's he about?
The fuck is he about?
What is he about?
Bro, our boy. So as he's getting his dick sucked, you see, like, because the camera angle's like right on his face, and he's like, oh, but you can see in the distance it's like blurry,
right.
And then you see it kind of getting unblurry as young boy walks up with a fire extinguisher, busts this nigga's skull.
Damn.
Fucks him up. And then he's like, oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch. And he takes out his knife and he tries to stab young boy again. He's just dodging him super easy.
Right.
Still calm, that stoic just face, right?
Right.
And he just fucks him up. Right? You bastard. He beats his ass. And the nurse, she gets her clothes back on and she tries to leave. And he goes, stay. She's like, what? He goes, I need you. I need you to patch him up. And her eyes get big. And then he grabs the young old boy and he whispers in his ear, don't act so weak now. This is only the beginning.
It's like torture Groundhog Day.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong
with
this
guy? It's like torture,
guy?
Rape, Groundhog Day.
Yo, what, right? Because now you're like, oh, I thought the bad guy was
How is this
old
one
boy.
of your favorite movies? The fuck?
Peyton Tidwell's
yeah,
crazy.
how are you like, oh, let's just sit down. You know what I haven't seen in a while?
I mean, that's hard for you to say. You loved Old Boy.
Yeah, but it's not, hey, great movie. I'm not rewatching it over and over again.
That's true. Fair.
I'm not like, oh, this is my top 5. Oh, the one where he fucks his own daughter? Yeah, that's what I'm about.
That's a good one.
It's a great movie, but still.
This one, oh, God. I get also, man, this guy, this Old Boy, the actor, he picks some fucked up stuff.
Yeah, right?
This is fucked up, man.
Yeah, he should do kids movies next.
So
range it up a little bit.
He goes, your nightmare is only beginning. And then he takes off his socks, old boy socks, takes his knife, stabs right through his Achilles, and then rips his Achilles out.
Yeah.
All right? The next day,
this is bloody as shit.
Our boy wakes up. He's all bandaged up again. The nurse took care of him.
Yeah.
And he's like, now he knows homeboy's following him.
Right.
And he starts checking himself for like a bug.
Right.
And he's looking around and he's screaming, you son of a bitch. And he's in all this pain. He can barely stand up. And he's just screaming and screaming, right? Young boy is just following him.
Right.
Stone face, just listening still. Like,
right.
Again, same thing, just lets him go.
Right.
All right? Old boy grabs a knife, gets out of his car, and then he waves someone down for help, right? So he gets a ride somewhere. He gets dropped off. We see this. He walks up on this guy who's feeding dogs.
Okay.
Okay? You see the young cop young boy, he gets a call from the chief, the dad. And he's like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm all right. And he's like, hey, they're, they think the stuff you've been doing, they're thinking like I'm involved. I've been getting questioned.
Right.
People are, thinking you're doing it, and they're thinking I'm helping you or whatever. He goes, how about we drop it now? How about it being over? And then the young detective almost starts crying. He goes, but sir. And then the chief goes, you're right. Forget it. I'll talk to you later. Right? He's about to hang up. The sister grabs the phone. She goes, hey, where are you? What are you doing? And he goes, I'm working on something. She goes, what kind of work? And he goes, you know what I do. And she goes, I hope you stop. You got to know this won't bring her back. Whatever you do, nothing you do is going to bring her back. Revenge is for movies. I love that line.
Right.
Revenge is for movies. Because it was real. It was like, yo, man, I know. And also because it was like, hey, I know who you are. Right. I know what you're capable of.
Right.
But there's no amount of torturing him. There's no amount of anything.
That's going to bring my sister back.
She's dead.
Jesus.
And that's why she's like, yo, revenge is for movies.
Right.
Because this is real life. She's dead in real life. And then he goes, I'm sorry. And then she goes, I have nothing to say to you. And she starts, he goes, I have nothing to say to you. Mm-hmm. She goes off more and more and more. She goes, this is pointless. Right. Everything you're doing is pointless. You have to know that. And he goes, it's not pointless. And he hangs up.
Okay.
All right. Cut to old boy. He's eating dinner with that dog owner. They're old friends. They go back. The dude's got a young wife. They're in like this huge mansion. You find out, bro, the meat he's eating is human flesh. He's a serial killer too.
Crazy.
All right.
Okay.
They're talking to each other, and the homeboy's telling him, like, man, you eat people, you've lost. Like, old boy's getting on him, saying, like, how he's lost his mind.
Right.
Even though they're both serial killers.
Right.
All right. So the crazy dude, like, tells him, like, yo, man, I think you fucked up. This dude who's hunting you, he's definitely a family member of one of these bitches you killed, and he ain't playing. Right? And he's like, well, what do you think he is? What do you think I should do? And he's like, well, I don't know what you should do, but I'm going to tell you this. This guy, he's enjoying the excitement. He's enjoying hunting you. He's like snatching you and letting you go. He knows he's torturing you. He likes it. I think you're screwed. Like, he's telling him because he's a serial killer. He's like, this is.
Yeah,
like,
he understands because this is this young cop is pulling very serial killer behavior. This is very serial killer-y behavior right now.
It really is.
Yeah.
And then you hear our boy just listening on the other end.
Right.
Right? As he's telling him, like, yo, you created a monster. And the guy who's, like, saying all this, he's laughing, like, yo, you fucked up.
Right.
You fucked with the wrong dude. Because, like, for a dude to be doing this, he's really crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, we're crazy. Yeah. This guy. Another level.
Extra crazy.
But as he's saying this, as he's eating human flesh, laughing, like, yo, you fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what a dynamic to be going on. So he goes, anyway, you can stay here for the night. It's all good. Feel safe. I'm going to go prep our next meal. He goes down to his basement.
Right.
Our young boy puts his gloves on, heads into the house. Old boy is upstairs thinking about what his friend said and thinking about everything that's happened so far. And he's just playing it back in his mind.
Right.
And he's just going, amusing. Right? He's just playing it back. He's thinking it all over. We see crazy guy downstairs open a fridge. There's a bunch of dead bodies in it. And he's like, oh, no guts? Fuck. Oh, he slams the door. He goes and he opens another door. There's a girl inside chained up. He gets the girl and he drags her out, right? She's in a nightgown. She's crying.
Right.
She's like, please, 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 right? He's grabbing her. And then he goes, hey, didn't you see your sister? You fight it. It's more painful. This will end quickly for you. And he's talking to her and he's smelling her, right? And apparently, she says, I'm sorry that one day, like, I didn't speak to you or something. I should have.
Oh.
Like, she knows. And he's like, well, now it's too late to apologize.
Right.
Should have apologized big.
To apologize.
It's too late. Yo, you think that song's about serial killers?
Maybe.
It's too late to apologize.
You should have noticed me at the bank. That's kind of my guess.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
It was some shit like that. And he, he's saying that shit to her. And then there's music going on in the background, like opera music.
Right.
And he's about to, like, he tells her, like, you should apologize a long time ago. And he's like, I start with hands, feet, and then the head. Let's start with the hands. And he's about to cut her hands off. Mm-hmm. His music stops. He's like, what the fuck? He goes back and he turns. He tries to cut it on and nothing's happening. He's shaking. He finally cuts it back on, like the power cuts back on. He's like, huh. He turns back around. The girl's gone.
Right.
He looks around and then he looks at the guy and he sees young boy. And he goes, how the hell did you come in without making a sound? Upstairs, old boy wakes up, like in a panic, like feeling it, like, oh, he's here.
Right.
You know what I mean? He looks around nervous as hell. Right then, he remembers the woman he killed who said, I'm pregnant right before he killed her. He thinks of her.
Right.
Right? He goes, Okay. You cut back to downstairs, the big crazy dude looking at young boy going, man, you don't really look like a monster. You're a little small guy, you know? The crazy dude right then tries to stab him, right? And young boy just fucks him up easy. Right. Breaks his arm, crushes his arm easily. You know what I mean? Old boy upstairs hears this, grabs a gun, comes downstairs. Right. You see the young boy dude, he's fucking him up. He tells him, like he said, what did you say to the girl? You go hands, feet, then head. Well, he's about to cut his hands off. And right as he's about to, old boy shows up, starts shooting. Boom, he misses. Right. Young boy fucking dodges it. Boom, shoots again. The young boy jumps out the window, scales the wall.
Damn.
He's fucking. Also, the actor does it too. It ain't like they go like it's like on some Jackie Chan shit. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like this nigga really did this.
Damn, if I saw that, I'd be so afraid. I'd be like, damn, I shouldn't have missed that first shot.
Right? Yeah. Old boy now hears him walking upstairs, and he's like, oh shit, right? Yeah. You see young boy upstairs creeping around. The old boy unties his friend. Right. The friend runs upstairs. You see young boy upstairs creeping around. Remember the girl? Remember I said there was a young girl at the dinner as well? Yeah. She's upstairs, and she tries to attack him. Right. He fucking lays this bitch out. Yeah. Like, I don't give a... Like, lays her... Like, funnily, we're like, damn. She is dead.
Yeah, she should not have fought him.
No. Like, she's dead from, like, 2 punches.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be in I Saw the Devil Too.
Ooh, that was fire. Yeah. That was fire. Right then, the big crazy motherfucker comes up and he starts fighting young boy again, right? He's fighting him. Young boy fucks him up really easy. Right. You know what I mean? And then he fucks him up really easy, right? Throws him to the side. He sees old boy coming up the stairs. He takes these hooks that he sees and he throws them on the ground. Old boy walks up, he steps on him and goes, ah! And he falls and he picks the gun up and he tries to shoot young boy. Young boy kicks the gun, and then just starts fucking this nigga up. Right. Bam, bam. He takes a pipe and he starts beating him. Beating his head. His head is like bashing his skull in. Right. Bleeding. And he just starts screaming, why? And as he starts screaming, he starts crying. And then he just starts going, like just crying, why? Right? Like he's like letting it all out. Right. All right? He puts his body in a car. He just stares at the mirror, and then he wipes all the blood off his face. Right. The next day, the cops come, and they get all the bodies out of the place. They take the big crazy guy. Mm-hmm. They find all the girls underneath, right? They call the chief, and they let him know, like, hey, we got pictures of your son-in-law. He's been doing, like, some crazy shit. Right. You know what I mean? Like, now the police have to search for him.
Yeah, we got to find this guy.
You know? So...
Who's also solving all our mysteries for us at the same time.
Same time.
Yeah, which is like, cops do better, huh?
Do better. Gee, right? This guy's finding every serial killer for you.
Yeah.
So remember the guy who helped him earlier with the GPS stuff?
Yes.
He's helping him now.
Okay.
So he fixes up, because our boy's got some scratches on him. He fixes him up, and he has him fix up old boy. Who's fucking almost dead, but he's still alive. Right. He has him fix him up. And the young boy tells his friend, he goes, man, I feel like there's a huge rock pressing on my chest. I promised her I'd make him feel pain. So much pain. And he hasn't felt enough yet. It's not over. Damn. Not now. Damn. It's far from it. Damn. All right? So old boy's in the next bed. He's just unconscious, right? We see, cut to, old boy again, waking in the middle of nowhere. Right. He's in like a tunnel. He's coughing like crazy. He's all fucked up. The acting is so good. He starts laughing in pure disbelief that he's still alive. Right. Like because he's so fucked up. He's like, I can't believe.
Yeah, it's insane.
This dude's doing this to me.
Right.
But this is what you get.
Yeah, this is you reap what you sow a lot of the times, and this is definitely what he gets.
Yeah, this is one of the things. Like, because you're right. This is so much effort, but
don't feel bad for you at all.
You did this to my wife. It's like, you know what? I have the time.
Yeah, and plenty of other women too. On top of that, yeah.
I have the time. I can make the time for you. You know what? It's remember John Green and Don't Fuck with Cats?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you know what? You fuck with me, and I got the time.
Yeah, I got the time to just make your life hell.
Oh, I'm gonna find you.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm gonna do it slow too and meticulously.
This is a lot.
Peyton.
Yeah.
You son of a
Jesus
bitch.
Christ.
So
this is torture porn.
It really is.
Yeah.
You see old boy, he's walking and he's just talking shit because he knows he can hear him.
Right.
He's just talking shit like, you son of a bitch, fuck you. And he goes, by the way, I know who your bitch was, just so you know. And he says her name. And you see young boy who's driving, like just driving, listening, kind of go like, oh shit, he knows.
Right.
And then old boy goes, you made a mistake. You took me for granted. You're going to regret not killing me this time. Young boy's like, what the fuck? Old boy goes into a store and he gets like a bunch of pills, right? And he keeps talking, right? And he eats them all.
Right.
And you see like he pretty much, like you don't see it, but you know he pretty much kills this guy who's in there.
Right.
He looks at this like crazy at this guy, right? Cut back to, you see young boy now, he's like got the tracker on and he's whipped his car around and he's driving back towards old boy because he doesn't like what he's hearing.
Right.
And the old boy tells him, by the way, she told me she was pregnant right before she begged for her life. Now our boy starts speeding.
Right.
Because he's like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because he didn't know any of this.
Right.
All right. And he goes, I bet you didn't know that, did you? You should have kept me in close range. When you're hunting somebody, you should keep them in close range. Now he's flying towards him. Like fucking flying, right? Old boy, you see young boy run into the store where old boy got the pills.
Right.
The old man is dead. You see old boy is shitting, like the bunch of pills he got were laxatives. He shits everything out of his body. He's reaching all through his diarrhea. He gets a capsule, the GPS thing that he made him eat earlier.
Ooh.
He waits for another guy to come in the bathroom. He beats the shit out of him and forces the capsule down his throat.
Ooh.
He drives off.
Ooh.
When young boy finally gets there, he just finds the beat up dude in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right? And he runs outside looking around like, fuck. And then you see it now. He knows, like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I should have killed this guy.
I fucked up.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yo, remember earlier how could you have guessed this?
Right. Yeah, that'd be pretty concerning if I got this right.
No, I mean, like, even when you knew what was going on.
Yeah.
There was still, like, because when the movie got to this point, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There's a lot of, this is, the Groundhog Day of torture porn continues.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So,
Or it sort of got broken.
The cops get a call from old boy.
Right.
He's turning himself in.
Crazy.
All right? Young boy gets to the hospital. He wakes up. Remember the crazy psycho eats people? He's still alive.
Okay.
He wakes him up. Where's our friend? And the crazy dude tells him, you ticked off the wrong guy. He always gets even, you know. First your girl, then your family, and then he's gonna give himself up to the cops just so you can't finish the job. Damn. And he's laughing, saying this shit like, you're really gonna get even. He goes, your woman, she didn't have it all bad. At least your boy, at least my boy, he said, at least he gives pleasure first. I don't, like saying he rapes the women before he kills them. He goes, I don't do that. I do it after. And he starts laughing. Young boy goes, you think that's funny? And he takes his fucking mouth and he goes, I'm gonna give you a permanent smile. And he rips his fucking head open like that. So the cops call him and say, hey, call the chief and young boy and say, hey, the guy's turning himself in. Right. Young boy's flying down the freeway because he knows that, he's going to fucking do something crazy first. He's going to kill
someone I love
first and then, like, just to make sure. So he's calling the house. He's calling the house of the chief. The chief police, like, the chief is walking to the phone as it's ringing. And as that, you hear, do, knock on the door. Delivery. And he looks at the phone. And he looks at the door and he's like, I'll get to that. Let me get the door real quick.
Right.
Goes to the door, right? Cut to. Young boy keeps calling. The chief of police, he calls the new sarge, the new sarge, and he tells him what's going on.
Yeah.
And the new sarge goes, if anything happens to our chief, I'll kill you myself. Like, this is your fault.
Yes.
And, of course, now the young cop is panicking because he doesn't have control of the situation anymore.
Right.
All right? Cut to old boy coming out the bathroom of the house. Blood all on him. Blood all on his knife.
Damn.
He goes, he opens the fridge, he drinks something. He grabs a picture of the daughter and he bends down and you see the chief of police all fucked up beneath him.
Right.
And he holds up the picture to him and he's like, she must take after the mother. And then he throws the picture to the side.
Damn.
What a fucked up thing to say, huh?
Damn. This is insane.
Then
This
he
is
takes,
so much.
Right, and then he takes a weight and he starts bashing his skull in.
Oh.
Right then the doorbell rings. The sister comes home.
Oh no.
She comes in. She sees a chair turned over. And she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
She straightens it up, and then she sees the door open, and she's like, "Appa,"
Yeah.
which I didn't know. I guess Koreans say that too.
Yeah. Appa.
I mean, that's what she said.
There's
She
a
said
lot of Appa. They have Baba as well. They do Baba as
Interesting.
well. Yeah.
She said, "Appa," you know, and she said, "I'm home, Dad." And then right then, old boy snatches her.
Right.
Cut to young boy showing up to the house, flying. He runs up. The cops are already there. There's police tape already around the house.
Right.
All right.
Oh no.
Like he's late.
Yeah.
The cops are trying to stop him. Yo, he beats every cop's ass on his way to the front door.
Right.
When he finally gets to the front door, it's the other Sarge, and he stops and he sees the other Sarge's face.
Yeah.
And the other Sarge walks up to him and goes, "You son of a bitch!" and starts beating his ass.
Right.
And he takes it.
Right.
Like he kicks everybody, but he lets that because he knows why this Sarge is beating his ass.
Right.
Because this is your fault. They're both in here dead.
Yeah, because you wanted to play your stupid fucking game instead of, bringing him in or just killing him.
Yep.
You watched him rape other people.
Yep.
And murder other people. This is definitely on you.
This is on him.
Yeah.
Bruh. So, they finally separate him.
Yeah.
And the young boy, he steps in the house, and you see he holds the chief. The chief is still kind of barely alive, and he holds his hand as he dies.
Oh,
As they're trying to work on him.
Yeah.
All right. The girl's already dead.
Oh.
Well, no. The girl, the other cop gets a call. There's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
It's old boy, right? And the other cop, the Sarge, he gets a call, and it's the old boy. And he's like, "Where the hell are you? Where's the girl? Like, where is she? Where is she?" And he goes, you better not have hurt her. Like, you better not have hurt her.
Right.
And he goes, "Oh, you'll find out later." And he's like, "Give the phone to," what's his name? And he gives the phone to the young cop.
Yeah.
And, he cuts a young boy. He tells him that he's about to turn himself in.
Right.
Right? He just wanted to tell him.
Right.
You see a young boy driving as fast as he can to the police station.
Okay.
Like trying to meet him there. And then homeboy's telling him, "You shouldn't have fucked with me. You shouldn't have fucked with me. Because you think you were going to win? I won. All right? We see him drive. They're both driving fast as hell to the police station. We see old boy pull up to the police station. He gets outside. The police are all there, hands up. He's got his knife, in hand. He's smiling. He puts his hands up. Young boy shows up. He knocks the door off of his car.
Damn.
All right? Like he like opens it and then backs up and it knocks it off.
Right.
Then he drives full speed, bro, towards old boy, and everybody thinks he's gonna hit him. It looks like he's about to hit him.
Right.
This nigga turns the car, and he fucking old boy, because the door's open, grabs this nigga and then speeds off.
Love it.
And even old boy, everybody's like, like what?
Damn.
You can see he's like, "Yo, bro, you thought I got you, nigga? Fuck you.
Yeah.
You ain't turning yourself into nobody."
Right.
You know what I mean? So he takes him. The cops can't believe it. He takes him to kind of where the beginning of the movie is. That old his spot in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
And it's the same shot of old boy kind of coming to. Mm-hmm. And remember I said when the girl came to and you saw old boy smoking a cig in his basement? Right. He comes to and he sees him in the same spot, young boy, smoking a cig, just looking at him.
Okay.
Same shot, bro.
Okay.
All right. He goes, "I made a mistake. I underestimated you. But I'll treat you right from now on." And he puts the cigarette on in his head. And old boy's like, "Just kill me. Just kill me, you son of a bitch. Just hurry up and fucking kill me." And then as he's saying this, young boy stabs him in the cheek. And he's like, and he goes, "Not yet. It won't be long, but not yet." All right? He goes, "I'll kill you. I'm going to kill you at your most painful moment, the part you fear the most. That's when I'll kill you. Only that will be real revenge, true revenge." And then he rips the knife out. All right? And then the dude, then he's just like, "Well, if that's the case, just let me live." He's just bleeding. He's like, "Please, just fucking let me live." And then he says, "Just fucking let me go." And then young boy goes, "I bet you heard that so many times, huh? And I bet you loved hearing it every time. Let me go, please." And then old boy goes, "I'll pay for my sins. Just let me go, man. You've done enough. Please, I'm so sorry. I beg you."
Oh, it's too late for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Young boy goes, "Are you scared? I need you to say it. I need you to say you're scared and that you realize what you've done." Bro, old boy looks up at him and kind of smiles and goes, "Stop fucking around with me, you son of a bitch. You already lost. You think you're going to get to me now? Huh? Fuck you. I don't know what pain is. Fear? I don't know that either." Young boy starts crying because he sees it in his eyes like, oh, damn. This nigga's the devil.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about anything, you know? And the old boy says, "There's nothing that can get to me. Like I said, you already lost. You got that?" Young boy gets up and he goes, "I hope you suffer even after you die." And he ties him up to this contraption, the guillotine contraption, right?
Right.
And then the old boy, he's like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, "Fuck you, it doesn't matter," right? Fuck you. Ties him up to the machine. He locks the door. The door is connected to the guillotine.
Right.
All right. And it's like his mouth is like holding like a rope like this that's connected to the door.
Right.
But in the capsule's right here. Right. And he's still like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." He just keeps saying it, right? Like, "You lost. You didn't do anything. I won. You lost," right? He's talking all this shit. Young boy walks outside. And then the old boy goes, "I'll live no matter what, you shithead." It's like, "You can't kill me. Fuck you. You can't fuck with me." Young boy's leaving. As he's leaving, he like checks his phone and it's like right on time. You see, remember the family that old boy had from the beginning?
Right.
They show up. And they're like looking around and they're like looking for him.
Right.
They're like, "Where are you, Suchi? Sung-Chu, where are you?" And then you see old boy go, like his eyes get big. And he's like, no. And then they start trying to open the door.
Right.
He's like, "No, don't open the door. Don't open the door." As you see young boy just walking off. And you're like, "Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Please don't open the door." And then they're like trying to pull it. And he's like, and as like he's holding it with his teeth. "Don't open the door." And then finally the son opens the door, the guillotine, shoot. They have to watch him, this nigga, get his head chopped off.
Oh, whoa.
I'll kill you at your most painful moment.
Oh.
As our young boy's walking away, he takes the fucking headphones out of his ear, crushes the machine and throws it. This nigga just starts crying. I saw the devil.
What the fuck?
I saw the devil, man. Dude, I had to look up this director. I was like, this is a bad boy.
What the fuck?
I know, man.
That's a lot even for me. Even for
I
someone
know.
who likes this shit, it's like, this is a lot.
Good movie, man.
Yeah.
This is a good movie.
Okay.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like Old Boy on some level.
I will
of
say
like,
this: the stakes are high.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I never. This was a good like. I couldn't guess it.
Right.
It was original.
Yeah. And
That was
on the edge of
original.
your seat the whole time.
Yeah, I just loved a movie that I've never seen before. Because the movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When you watch it,
Flies by.
Oh yeah, because the whole time you don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. So you're like, oh my god, what's going on? What's next?
Well, because like you said, when you said it, you're like, wait, they're meeting already? How the fuck are they meeting already?
Yeah, that's like that turns it up.
Immediately you're like,
Crazy.
oh, this is not this because that scene shouldn't be happening yet.
Yeah, this should be the end. This should be the culmination, and I should feel better about this.
And I don't feel good about this because it's too early for this to be happening.
Yeah.
What'd you think, bud?
Oh man, I'm gonna be thinking about that. It's a lot. I thought it was very, very, very gory.
Very gory.
Very gory.
The fight scenes are cool because everybody can fight. Everybody
Yeah.
can do the karate.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch young detective go down this path.
Become a serial killer almost.
Yeah, I mean, you if you try to fight the devil, you got to become like him.
Ooh, that's a good point.
You can't.
Maybe that's what this movie is really about.
You can't know God never really fights the devil.
That's a good point. Maybe that is what this movie is really about.
Yeah, like bro, you can't play the devil's game. You can't play the devil's game.
Unless you want to become him.
Yeah, or you we talked about this earlier, that Futurama episodes where you switch hands with the devil. You play the devil's game, shit don't go how you think it's gonna go.
Never does.
Never, ever, ever. Don't play the devil's game. That's what they want.
Whew. Golly, man. I mean, yeah, it cost him too because his chief lost his life. His girl's sister lost her life.
Yeah, it was like, dude, was it worth it? Was
No.
it worth it?
Should have just killed him. I mean, you know what I mean? That first opportunity you had, just kill him.
That was a lot. You saw me sink lower and lower this entire movie.
Yeah, because there was no point where you had any grasp of what was going to happen.
No, and no point felt good. This is not a feel good movie.
No, I saw the devil movie.
Yeah. Ugh.
Peyton Tidwell, you're a sick fucker, dog.
Yeah,
but I love you.
Jesus Christ, Peyton.
I love that you paid for this movie. And guys, if you want to be Peyton Tidwell, if you want to have the power to make somebody feel like this or make somebody happy, you can have the power to choose the movie. You have the power to control the episode. Just $100 if you want to pay it. Or you could be like Peyton Tidwell and throw some fucking... just so you know, he threw a big boy number out to have his... He threw a big boy number out to get his movie to jump the line. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But you don't have to. You also don't have to pay for an episode. You can't just watch these. They'll keep coming out. But if you want to have the power to control the movie and have the power that we make fun of you the whole time and your choice, or we up your whole choice. I like this choice. This is a great fucking movie. This was a really cool movie.
This was a lot.
And it was a movie I would have never seen. Ahsan would have never seen.
No.
You probably would have never even heard of.
No.
If it wasn't for this. So that's what I love about this pod.
Good Lord.
Any parting words, EA?
Remember to pretend you enjoy it and don't get into a stranger's car.
And remember, the 5th of November.
The gunpowder treason and plot.